hands of Andoryu, which makes sense why they banned out the Ruby here. Alter Ego.
They still have the Lunox, right? Lunox is still on the board.
Yes.
For Alter Ego.
Safer.
It's, again, Brilliance, if it's available, can definitely make your opponent miscalculate.
I mean, if they want to go for like a classic gold lane pick into a Fanny, a Moskov is available.
You're right.
We didn't want to go for that though. I don't think we've seen RFE play too much Moskov, especially this season. They might really tough it out and just go for the Rangers though, just on how good RFE is on that hero. Oh, wow. Oh, wait a second.
Huh?
Arlen and Valentina.
Wait, Arlet Uranus.
Valen Gold? Valen Gold?
No, there's no mid laner.
Oh wait,
Yeah. Valen mid.
oh, so Arlet Gold.
I guess so. Or
That's different though, honestly.
there's a lot of flex in Alter Ego right now. It's confusing us a little bit, probably giving Navi a little bit of a challenge as well.
They wanted some AoE crowd control tools. Gonna stop the all-in. None of these tools are particularly easy to land from Alter Ego though on a Fanny, so it's already a bit concerning for Alter Ego. Last pick, Alice. Oh boy.
You asked for AoE crowd control. Alice gives AoE crowd control.
Answer.
Smash them.
Ladies and gentlemen,
All
we got
troops deployed.
an Arlet Gold XP Uranus Gold. Oh, it is Arlet XP.
So Uranus Gold.
Uranus Gold.
Wait, okay.
So it's purely to deal with the CC, but you don't get as much value because Uranus usually you get XP so that you can try to, again, as well, the Valentina pick up. Oh, wait, he dashed into the immobilization and he's going to lose out on a lot of prio! My lord, Hijume! Very, very low to start the game off. And yeah, I gotta say, I'm really liking Navi. He's trapped, you know, forced to flicker. Oh no! Oh no! He popped regen! Oh no, a small micro mistake there. Should be a take here. Opera goes in again, that's gonna be the cable. Oh, a big mistake from Andoryu. All right, so that's an Alter Ego win in the end.
That's an answer to the Fanny too, the taunt from the kancah, right? To stop the Fanny in his own tracks, emblems by GameSmax. Obviously, RFE goes for the Brave Smite to have more sustain in the fights later on. CC goes for it too, and nothing out of the ordinary. Lethal Ignition again for the Fanny. For that extra bit of damage when you go in for the assassinations. But this Uranus goal, I'm very, very curious on how it is going to operate. Is it just going to be, you know, BP Boy is just going to be the sandbag?
I guess so. Hold on, Opro. Way too aggressive in the mid lane. They won out the early trades, and that made them think that they were invincible.
Good 2 kills coming in from Alter Ego, both in the pockets of Yazuke. And man, he's not the guy who you want to give away the first 2 kills to, especially Yisun Shin now is fully online for this turtle number 1.
Yep.
But when we talk about prio, it seems like Alter Ego kind of have that in the Uranus too, to block away Navi and their advances to the turtle. And then you see Andoryu with the Fanny. He has to go through a lot of taunts, a lot of controls coming from Alter Ego, and they want to speed this up.
They want to go for the fight now. It will be the immobilization. The AOG will lock 2 members down. That's going to be Cars and Opro taunted down. As Nino walks up, goes for the vengeances. And Opro escapes. And Doryu did not have the purple buff. So really got to question Navi's fighting angle there.
Yeah. They were fully confident in game 1, and it seems like game 2, game 3, it all slipped away. As Sive will be able to compensate the losses with a few minions. Alec will be okay. He is a kancah. As they want to go in.
No AOG for Alex. He's going to go for the cut down here, but he's just so tanky. It takes a lot, actually too much, because it ends up being an equal trade. Yazuki on a killing spree.
Yeah, even better for Alter Ego, because now Yazuki has 3 kills to his name, but don't you forget, he has a bounty in his head. So that's going to be very, very important. Audience prediction by GoPay, 66% for Alter Ego. The Alter Champs faithful are finally in the building making noise. So now, Navi, let's see how they can really win out this game, right? They have, again, the Kimi, who, by the way, has been the same hero being picked up by Navi 3 straight games now.
Yeah.
That's going to be the front to back for Navi, right? But then you have Andoryu as the extraneous variable that can always dive into the back. Like I said again, the control is just way too big. Andoryu!
Oh man, walks up and he gets slashed down. Nino, who was missing. It just doesn't get called out, or Andoryu felt like he could just dash away. But Sandstorm stolen. Flicker for Flicker with the AOG used up as well. Alter Ego, oh, no Flicker means it's free. Benjamin with a splash of damage. Navi collapsing under the pressure. They'll finally get a kill back. But everything goes to Alter Ego.
But even if that is the case, Mirko, I do think the kill towards the Uranus is not going to be as much of value because it's a Uranus after all. All it wants to do is just soak up damage and it'll be the punching bag for Alter Ego to play with. But now V want to pounce towards them and now the turtle will be queued up at CV close by. Andoryu will also come in full circle. Alter Ego are ready to take this fight. It seems like they're going to go 5v5 on this.
They have to. They're going to try to get the big lead down. Alec going to go for the taunt now. Will be able to land it on Cars and a full burst down as well. Cars needs to be the one who goes in. Final slash lands on 2. Apro gets a 2-man summon. There's no damage. And Doryu just gets a pick on Alec, and that is it. Alter Ego steady ahead of Navi.
At least a kill for Andoryu, but again, right, you can't really rely fully on the Fanny. When Alter Ego has so much ways to approach the game, he wants to take away the orange buff. Traction pulse. They're committing.
The life of Shive. That's going to be a very costly orange buff. Contest Cars. A massive mobilization. Apro doing a lot of damage as well. It's going to be shut down over to Yazuki, but it's only onto Apro. So you can say it's worth it. I don't think it's all that worth it. Okay, now wait, 3 kills on Apro. That gives him a shutdown. Apro, hold on now, is able to sustain a bit longer. Sandstorm gets him away, but RP claims the shutdown. So in the end, it's a way for them to come back, but RP just got a lot of gold.
3 kills for the Khalid. That's not optimal. That's not ideal.
Yeah.
And then the Khalid has the bounty. On top of that, as RP is able to get himself quite a bit of gold, spoils of war, his own hands. Because again, Alec has that one objective in mind, disrupting the purple buff, because this is very pivotal for Andoryu. Mountain Shocker.
Purple buff take. Because Andoryu wanted more. He went for the orange buff, but he wanted to take more green cams, while Navi did not have Cryo.
Yeah.
We're seeing some really glaring mistakes here from both teams. Realize it's shocking.
It is. It is more than shocking. It is very, I'd say abysmal what they're able to showcase today. 3 straight games with quite a few blunders here and there. And this seems to be the climax of it because Navi totally out of control on what's going to happen in this game. Cars wants to jump in. Seems like Alter Ego always ready to take the fights.
Cars. So has the mobilization. Alec going to be taken low, but has the AOG. Nino goes in for the final slash, lands it on Natalia. The wave will be cleared out in the mid lane as Alter Ego look to position for turtle number 3.
Natalia, is that Maloyski in the playoffs? Well, Yujume now. Close by and the class. Look at RP though, he's cutting the waves, making sure that there is no pushing wave for Navi to go for it, because Alter Ego, they have a massive wave down bottom that's gonna crash into the turret. So it's gonna be fun. If it's a 4v5, at least they have that cross-map win down bottom, right? And this is making Navi a bit more indecisive on what they want to go on. They will pounce on the turtle, but now the conceal pop, they want to fight this full swing.
Car's gonna pop in the ultimate, looking for the big play now. Oh, trace this in, Raging Sandstorm as well. It's gonna be Andoryu picking up the turtle as Apro dives into the backline, but Yazuki still able to sustain through it all with the help of the Revitalize. He's able to escape. Raging Sandstorm doesn't land. RP with the flicker picks up the killing spree. Now who's that a win for, right? I think it's still Navi. They only lose a roll for turtle.
That's true. But I kind of beg to differ because Alter Ego has that bottom wave push down. Oh. They have the turret as well secured, right? Alter Ego still back 2.4k gold lead. So it is still kind of a slight win for Navi, but again, it's not the best win you can kind of get, right? At least Andoryu with the Fanny will be able to be tasked to clear the side lanes, and games backed by GoPay. This marks Arthur's debut with Uranus. His MPL ID career since Season 15, making Uranus the 18th hero in our F0 pool.
And now it really should, okay, yeah. Earlier there was a question, right, who is it worth for, but with a turtle pop, oh, you man. What happened there? AOG over to Apro, Cars in the backline as well, zoning them as doing a good job, but Apro gets stunned up by Nino. And it will be the curtain call as well. Ultra Ego really disrespecting. Oh! Jumps in as well. Final slash dodge away from. And Doryu gets caught in a taunt. Still able to go with the cables. Now Nino taking low. Immobilization on 3. But there's no one there to deal damage. It's done last. Nino dives in. Ukir gets caught and baited by his own teammate. Cars will fall to Arfi, who gets a mega kill.
The only instant follow-up you can have after Cars pops his ult is probably the Fanny and Ukir too, but that's still a DPS on Doryu!
Oh, he's gonna go for the 1v1. That should be a win, and it will be a solo kill. Mid lane Tan Hijume able to pick up another, and that's the purple buff. Say sayonara to all your purples and Doryu.
Man, oh man, adding insult to injury, El Nino goes in with the 1v1 towards the Fanny on Doryu, completely buried. 6 feet under. Endless battle for the Yisun Shin. Yazuke is having a field day with this YSS. And now you kind of ask the question, who's going to be the ultra carry for Navi when it comes to the late game? This Fanny quite shaky. There is so much control to stop the Fanny on cabling around. Do you want to bank it on Tive with the CC? But if you want to go for the CC too, you got to accomplish the front to back first. In which Cards wants to dive to the back too with the ultimate. So then, it's kind of scrambled up for Navi. Meanwhile, Ultra Ego, they love to take these fights. They love to just go in. Yep. Because Navi, they don't have any options. They don't have much options. Maybe Andoryu can operate in the side lanes, but then again, he is needed to take these objectives now.
Doryu does not have purple buff. This makes it very, very difficult. That's going to be final slash over the 2 members. Izuki is able to flicker out, but Shibe is going to be caught in the midst of it all. Traction pulse lands on 2. Ijume with the flicker forward, and Doryu out-damaged by Yazuke. Apro stunned up. He cannot heal. Yazuke is on the verge of picking up a Maniac, but Cars denies it away from him. Alter Ego say, we don't care. We'll get a Lord plus the 3 kills earlier. And it is all AE.
Natus Vincere, Navi hanging in the balance now. Ultra Ego completely dominating them 21-8, and so far for Ultra Ego, this is the most comfortable they've been today at least. Let's take a look at the replay presented by the official tournament smartphone Samsung Galaxy S25 FE. You can see how Ultra Ego were juggling the Lord, and then they were trying to counter-engage Navi with, again, Afro as the spearhead in that take, but again, the control was too much. The damage too was just too immense for Andoryu to deal with. He wants to go in again. But man, dare I say, this is game over for Navi.
It seems like that's been the case, you know? We see the first few fights, and it's GG.
Oh!
Loisky, BBB in the building. I wonder what he thinks about both these teams right now. Man's restreaming, obviously, because the team did not make it to playoffs. Unfortunate. Shout out to Sheffin.
Are you loving Beloyski streamer era?
Yeah, I actually do, man. That's gonna be Cars with the Throne of Ruin, landing on 2, Traction Pulse as well, but there's absolutely no damage! Raging Sandstorm, Vengeance, all used defensively. At least Endoryu is able to get the purple buff from Alter Ego's jungle. But now, how do you come back from this?
It's the only crevice that they see, right? Again, the side lane. But how long are you going to kind of bank your hopes on that, especially when the bottom side turret ain't even taken down by Navi? They have top side acquired though, and that's about it. Mid is still intact for Ultra Ego. They have Prio in all 3 lanes. They want to go in for RP. But again, that's a Uranus. You don't want to go and commit on a beefy boy like the Uranus. Again, the punching bag for Ultra Ego. Navi, man, it's so hard to come back with this composition, it seems like. Is the Fanny playing from behind ain't really the best. 1v1.
This ain't it, man.
This ain't it.
It's flashy and all, it's cool to watch, but...
Good cables.
Good cables, exactly, but it's very... Well, RP likes it.
He likes it.
He likes the pain.
He likes it rough.
Uranus always likes pain.
Oh. Well, Navi doesn't like the pain though. They're completely down under. And they can only bank on possibly an engage coming in from Afro. But then again, that was my concern ever since the game started. Oh,
Kumar Bush!
Kumar!
I can't believe it. We see it again. Fanny dashing into the cable. Alter Ego are ahead on dangerous grass. I thought that would be obvious. But I guess not, Reliance.
Is this Ron?
Oh, hey, come on, hey.
Sorry.
That's my boy, man.
Yeah, he is.
My boy.
I'm sorry, Ron. You know I love you, but 15 seconds for the Lord. And Navi, I feel like this is just a slow and painful death. It's a slow burn now. It's gonna come sooner or later. It is imminent. And all they can do is just clear the wave. Yes, they do have the Kimmy to do just that. Quite strong again. But when you have an 8.2k gold lead, it seems like nothing is gonna stop you.
Yep.
They'll try to start it out, but as of now, they have to address the wave down bottom because it's pushing for Navi. At least they have that silver lining for them. And they will look for the traction pulse. Nino goes in.
Final slash of Raoul here, and that's going to flicker out as RP waits in the back. Oh my lord! Kimmy gonna be slaying now as Nino fights it. It's gonna be Opera with the Radiant Sandstorm as Cars is able to actually wait in a lot of time, and Navi deal with one. Nino for Ukir, and Doryu respawning. Lord is up, and Eastern Chin is the one who is sent there to start things out. Navi somehow are still in it with no Ukir.
As long as Isun Shin is still alive, Alter Ego are still dangerous, and they want to go even more deeper.
Immortality bought it, and he instantly has to use it. That's it. Cable. Oh my lord! Alter Ego, hold on! Might be going in for a bit too many aggressive maneuvers. A shutdown for Shive. You're telling me this is possible?
Not quite yet, Mirko. Gonna crown for Yazuke. He knows he has to still play the safety card. Because, again, safety is #1 priority. Glowing wand for the Uranus, so it's a magic build, Uranus. Oh, I just realized that the Enchanted Talisman too. Queuing up all the abilities quickly. Yeah, this Uranus, man, will hurt quite dangerously as well, especially when you have a tanky
Glowing
boy
wand,
like that.
by the way.
Glowing wand too, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Stopping the healing anti-regens. Whatever.
Look at Arfi. Arfi's just holding the Fanny down. All right, Dory's still, I believe, still able to get the purple buff. Or sorry, orange buff. Purple buff should be available for him here. Yeah. So they have ways to still fight Alter Ego.
Yeah.
Oh man, Hijime doing a lot of damage. Good poke to Shive. The traction pulse lands. It'll be a retreat from Endoryu.
Yeah.
That means for a few seconds, there's a big window for Alter Ego to try to burst the Lord down.
They have to juggle this. They have to juggle this because Endoryu doesn't have the retribution. But for Alter Ego, they need to blitz this away, keeping Navi away from the pit. It's gonna be Alec again as the front line. What will Navi do here? It's going closer and closer.
Able to get the curtain call over to Hijime and RP. Goes for the damage. Nino is able to go for the final stack, but the Lord gets reset, and Doryu will have retribution. Back up Shive. Pops into Vengeance, gets slain. Alpro looking for the angle again. That's going to be thrown of Ruin, but it's only onto one as he blinks out of there. Nino's still there as well, and Doryu goes on to RP. Traction pulse, Sky Piercer not given. It's Alpro again with his 6th kill in this game.
The kill is acquired, but do you want to give it away to Afro?
He's gotten 6.
6 kills as the roamer. It is, again, not ideal. But hey, what can you do when you are pitted against a very, very unfortunate situation? At least for Alter Ego, they're able to get the Lord for themselves. Now it's up to Navi to just defend the base.
It's a net negative, man. When you get fights, you lose that Lord, you want to at least be like, all right, don't worry, we got Kimmy stacked up. You know, we have something, some value. But when it's Apro, I don't think you want him to get those kills to reset his bounty. He already gave a shutdown once, by the way. And again, probably is unintentional. But you want to try to give those stacks over. Ukir's been sitting on the Sky Piercer from like 2nd item, and he's got no stacks.
Completely 0 stacks. Uh-oh, Endoryu still has the cables. Contemplating on going on Alec, but it is not going to be wise. So that's going to be the blade armor secured as well by Afro. At least extra damage reflection. But now the Lord will march into the base. Navi, they have to hold for dear life.
Yeah. It's a good move by them. Oh, wait, Yasuke went in for a very aggressive move against a Vengeance CC. It's still not horrible for Navi. Obviously, it's bad. They did lose 2 base turrets, but as long as they are able to keep the last base turret, that far lane, intact, they still have a good chance.
Alter Ego are also respectful, right? They don't want to really rush it in because they know that a blunder can turn the things around for Navi. Divine Glaive at least secured for the Kimmy.
They're fully stacked up.
Extra penetration for the Kimmy. Because so far, no Sky Piercer stacks, right, for Ukir. That's going to really haunt him. So the later the game goes, because you're going to need those stacks to assassinate targets like Arfi, targets like Alec, who are very, very tanky and very, very full of health. So now it's gonna be Arfi again, just zoning away with the Uranus, but he might bite off more than he can chew.
I do not think we want to go all in here. Oh, and AOG landing on over cars. And a full lockdown as well. Traction pulse now. Throne of Ruin used up, but the immobilization doesn't land. The winner crown comes around as Andoryu tries his best to get into the team fight. Great Winter Crown by Yazuke. Instantly swaps it out for the Immortality.
Yep.
And Alter Ego can look for the end now.
Came in clutch for him. Andoryu wants to try to save the game for Navi, but what can he do with just cables and a dull sword? Alter Ego want to go in for more.
Uh-oh, Apro does not have Raging Sandstorm! The Immortality goes down and he should surely fall. There's the final flash, we can see it back into the fight now as Ukir gets terrified. And Doryu got taunted mid-air by Alec! Yazuke on fire, hold on now, traction pulse.
No minions.
Immortality down, finally getting the Sky Piercer, that's 2 Immortalities down, but Ukir will lose his life. Immortality getting them a get out of jail free card as Alter Ego push match 1 to match point.